One Piece, like, is that an organization?
No, One Piece.
Bro, those fucking bruises, that shit was AI, bitch. This is why my grandparents hate immigration. God, that fucking laugh is truly horrifying. I can't take it anymore. I'm leaving. We're ending the stream. Oh, how are we? You're late? Dude, we've been streaming for 2 minutes. We are on both platforms today, just so everybody know. Yeah, right? It's been a minute since we've done some Hasan slander, and it just never gets old. So, Willie Mac just uploaded a video. I've seen 0 seconds of it. It should be fun. Am I watching on stream? What do you... Yeah, we're gonna watch it right now. But, you know, we're gonna wait for everybody to come in. This video's fucking 52 minutes. We're gonna get through the whole thing, more than likely. I'm expecting a good video from Mr. Willie Mac here. I learned a lot about Hasan from him, so I'm sure I'll learn some more, and you guys will get my genuine reaction. The video is good. Well, thanks for fucking spoiling it, Seth. Oh yeah, also guys, I don't know if you are aware, we have a second channel now. Let me get that bitch up, because a lot of you guys are like, come on, we need fucking archives for the streams. We need archives for the streams, and I'm like, all right. Thoughts on the Destiny Ludwig feud? I am caught up on that. I've been paying attention. Yeah, I don't know much about Ludwig. From what I saw, I mean, Destiny has like all the receipts right there, so it's pretty apparent. Like, you say, hey, I just look up shit on Wikipedia. He streamed it all. He's like, clearly they're lying about that. Then the dude says the vibes just weren't there. I offered him a cheese ball, and he just didn't take it, and he hung out for 5 minutes, and then he left, and like, he didn't talk to anybody. And then there's a video of him like hanging out, talking to everybody, eating the cheese ball. I don't know, it just doesn't look good if you're Ludwig. Like, you can clearly see him lying. I don't know. Hasan Is PC Principal from South Park. I would agree, but I mean, PC Principal has some good qualities. He has cool glasses. That's it. That's probably it. All right, are we ready? We're ready. All right, let's do it.
Hasan Pikers is the most prominent left-leaning streamer online. His debate resume includes Asmongold, a 16-year-old Israeli kid, and me, where his only defense for his continually poor reporting is saying it's all out of context.
The reason why I said this, and you do this regularly, okay? When I say something on the stream, okay, oftentimes, especially if it's a developing story.
Like, how do you know I say this stuff?
Especially if it's a developing story. If I misspeak, apparently you can use it in your commentary as though it's like super serious. So anyway.
I didn't name one example that I did that.
I love how he just has a dude in the back of vaping. That's so Hasan, and I love that for him.
Oh no, I don't watch your videos, so.
Yeah, so don't make shit up.
He's very critical of other people's
Also, Willie loved the haircut.
skills. His grand advice to Destiny when debating Ben Shapiro was to call Ben a fascist.
Oh my God, dude. This is why you need to be a little bit more educated, okay? He's a fascist. Him,
Mike, appreciate you, bro.
Bringing up Nazi Germany as a moral regression is an awesome point. What do you say in that situation? You turn around and go, yeah, that's exactly the kind of moral regression you're advocating for in the United States of America when you want to have these like insane regressions.
My mother says, please hit the like button. She's always watching.
On culture and on civil society.
The moral regression Ben was advocating for was a 2-parent household, just like those evil Germans.
Dude, I would destroy Ben on Israel-Palestine. I'm serious.
Bro, Hasan, we all know the option is there and you're ducking. Why are you such a pussy? And also, what the fuck is this necklace? I'm sorry. For all the loner box people, I'm petty as fuck. I'm gonna bring up the petty shit. You're probably not used to that.
He is so bad.
When given the chance to destroy someone that's about as intellectually honest as himself, Hasan loses it on international television.
Absolute fucking disaster. It's crazy how this bitch, and I'm talking about Hasan, has no self-awareness and doesn't realize, like, hey, maybe I should just shut the fuck up a little bit and let other people talk. Just for like a second. And even when he's called out for being a little bitch, he continues to just make excuses and act like a fucking asshole. It's like this dude has zero fucking self-awareness. It's so sad. It's so sad. Oh, my mother has an update. 80 to 126 likes. Thank you so much. Feel free to share too. Thanks, Mom. Love you.
Panelists here have not had a word yet.
Because you're a terrorist.
Please stop talking.
Forcing the debate to end early.
Cut off their food. Cut off their water.
She said 134 likes. Thank you, mother.
You know what? I'm going to cut off. I'm going to cut off this debate.
of their electricity. The rest is Hamas.
I'm going to cut off the
That's
debate
not
because
Israel.
we're getting
Israel
absolutely
provides-
nowhere. But I appreciate everybody joining me. Thank you very much indeed.
Damn.
He famously
It was so bad. Piers Morgan had to cut that bitch short. Piers, before that, he had a crackhead Barbie on. I don't even think she got cut short. But Hasan was such a fucking dickhead, they had to cut the whole segment short. That's how much you suck ass at being a human. Learn some shit.
fluff piece for the Houthi
Hasan is a
terrorists,
nepo
giving the
baby. He is, and the worst kind. Because you can be cool. Also, Monkey, I appreciate you. Hopefully that's not racial. Some rich kids are cool, but he is not one of them. He's the worst kind of rich kid. Just like a shitty, whiny, self-absorbed pussy. It's like, ugh, and he's huge. It's like, bro, you can't be 6'4" and a pussy. Pick one. Pick one. And rich. That's too much. It's too much for me.
pirating operation, the stamp of approval from him and his entire audience.
That's so fire. Oh my god. Dude, we think the Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do. You should tell him that.
Hasan would get so much backlash for this, he would rewrite history only a month later.
I love how she says what the emoji is. I love that. Also, Chobo, appreciate you, bro. And fucking welcome back. I don't know what the fuck you are talking about.
Much.
Acting like
Wow, she's really late.
he never knew this.
We gotta. You know what's funny? Her delay is as low as it gets too. But wow, she's really slow. That was like 5 minutes ago.
It was a pirate.
I had a random teenager from Yemen on this broadcast.
Oh my god.
And
a random teenager, bitch. Like, stop acting like he was just some random guy. He's such a dishonest little slut. I hate this fucker, dude. I hate him.
Dip literally kept saying,
I just had a random guy from Yemen. It's not like people were calling him. What the fuck were they calling him?
anti-Semitic, homophobic, gay people executing terrorist Houthi who killed
Oh
probably.
yeah, Tim Houthi Chalamet. Yeah, it's not, and he was on a fucking ship with fucking guns and shit. He was just a random civilian.
A bunch of fucking sailors. Random Yemeni teenager.
He literally talks
God,
about
he's
being
such
a
a
Houthi
fucking
on his
bitch.
social media, saying you should only be afraid if you're a Jew. And when it comes to engaging with different points of view or criticism, Hasan is as dishonest as ever.
Shouldn't you be trying to convince these people of the right thing instead of ostracizing them? Man, suck my fucking dick, dumb.
Oh wow.
These people are fucking brain broken. You don't know what the
no.
fuck you're talking about.
This is gonna be a classic. That's
It
the
is.
thing. There's
I'm
a lot
ready.
of dishonest folks on the internet that you have to protect yourself from.
Oh my god, that was my last sponsor. We're twins.
Data brokers who steal your information and sell it to spammers and scammers
Based
online.
Houthi
Your
pirate.
full name,
See,
home address,
Justin,
health
you're not
records,
funny.
family members. It's all
You're
out
not
there.
funny.
That's why I use Aura, the
Alright,
sponsor
stop.
of today's video. Aura automatically
You edgy
submits
little
opt-out
teen.
requests to these sites, which would otherwise be impossible to do. As you can see, I've had over 15
just
data
learned what the
brokers
word
selling my
himbo
phone number and
means.
address online.
Actually, I
leaving
do have
these
to
annoying
thank,
robocalls, ringing my phone 5 times a day. And
I don't
leaving me
want to
doxxed.
skip the
This not only
sponsor.
limits the amount
I
of
feel like
spam
it's the least I could do since I'll be watching this entire video and
I
profiting
get, but it
off
also
it, you know
protects
what I
me from
mean?
hackers who could use this
Man said,
information to
"Taylor,
access
you're
my
hot."
social media or bank accounts. Just this year, AT&T
Appreciate
had a
that.
massive
Pondy?
data breach of
Pondy?
over
I don't know how to say
73
that.
million
I
former
can't
and
skip,
current
dude.
customers.
It's the
exposing
least
their
I could
personal
do.
Information to the dark web. This is why you have to protect yourself.
It's a
online.
minute long.
It
You
also comes
bitches
with
can
an
fucking wait.
antivirus, a VPN, password management system, and more without having to
He's
download
almost
all
done.
these other apps. It's all in one place.
We're trying
You
to
may
show
have
respect,
one or two of these
alright?
tools already, but not having auras like locking
Shout out
the
to
front
Willie
door
Mac,
but leaving
even
the
though I'm
back
talking
wide
through
open.
the
And it
entire
comes at a
act.
much cheaper price. Go to
You can see the
aura.com
video, though. You can see the
/Willie Mac
link.
to start your 14-day free
Aura.com
trial to see if your
/Willie
information
Mac
is
or
getting
Kahmal,
leaked. It almost
because you actually
certainly
use
is.
my link.
Thank you, Aura, for sponsoring this video.
I've been working a long time now.
Oh no.
I've been
He's gonna say he's
working for
lazy.
free.
It's on.
You see, Hasan streaming other
That's all
people's
he has.
videos all the time. It's hard work. He's really exhausted by it. He claimed that streaming was more soul-sucking and draining on his social battery
And
than
also, I just have to point out, saying that while wearing a Rolex hat is hilarious. I just wanted that to be known.
a normal job.
Yes, a real job can be gruesome. A real job can make you very tired, but a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. You know what I mean? in the same way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will.
I sympathize that every line of work is going to have its days where it's hard,
right
but
there.
comparing streaming in any way to a real job is so out of touch, especially coming from the guy who leaves to eat mid-stream while other people's videos play. Hasan would obviously get a lot of heat for that, so he'd quote tweet me saying, "It's wild how this completely out of context clip made its way to Twitter so fast. I was talking about how streaming eats away at my social battery compared to my sales job, but people already understand the context, they just disagree. His own chat disagrees."
Well, some people didn't, but yeah.
Comparing it to retail work is just so funny. He's trying to get his chat to ratio me on stream while they're telling him he has a bad take.
Pass. It was a bad take. Let's just move on.
Banned?
Because imagine a soul-crushing job and then you still don't have money to take care of your family. Yeah, I famously say work is not soul-crushing. This is why people stop watching.
Ban that white.
Oh, man. It's not because of hater content that people stop watching. Your chat is not even on your side with the real reason why people stop watching is because shit like this pops, dude. It bangs. It bangs on Twitter. It's like and new people that would normally filter in here are immediately fucking negatively polarized against me. That's it.
When people would ask Hasan what he thought of the criticism, he would say that he's too much of an adult to be bothered by it.
Where do you see the what we take? I did not. I did not look at any of these takes. You want to know why?
Ugh.
Because I'm a motherfucking adult who lives in the real world.
I know this was like a aesthetic thing. Like he was like, haha, let's make a fun. But I hate this. I just have to let that be known that I hate this.
And it doesn't matter.
But as the stream
I hate Hasan even more. If he looked like that, I would hate him. I would dedicate my life. Never mind, let me not say that.
It became increasingly obvious that it definitely did bother him. Muda would point out that even with the extra context, he still disagrees. And Hasan would say Muda is just posturing.
It's honestly posturing specifically to be like, I, as an online content creator, am very...
Favorite movie, Drive. And I liked it before these weird incels did. And I will continue to say that's my favorite movie because that's the first movie where I saw films in a different way. And I saw them as art. Before that, I was just some pleb who just watched whatever was popular. Favorite video game? Let me think on it. I'm just gonna... Red Dead Redemption 1, classic. Skyrim, that was one of my faves. It's all, you know, I'm a basic bitch. I'm not gonna lie. Elden Ring, probably the greatest game I've ever played. You know, I like that type of shit.
Close to you guys. I'm just like you. I hate when streamers say stuff like this. I'm very different. And it's like, bro, you know, you...
game? Cool page.
Thanks,
you understand the context of it. It doesn't...
She's a little late, but
you understand the context of what I said. You see that it's like clipped out of context, and then you double down on the clipping out of context, and you say, well, even in context is still stupid.
He then pulls
That's not doubling down on it being out of context, you stupid bitch. Like, what are you... What? How is that doubling down? I don't get it. And also, since we're just speaking about random shit, when I was in... Fuck, I might have been middle school. Whenever that shit came out, Red Dead 1, I had my gaming chair. I had a week off of school. I got a case of classic Dr. Pepper made with the cane sugar. And I just sat in the back of my house and played that game. And it was honestly the greatest week of my life. That is a fact. The greatest week of my life. Therefore, that game will always hold a special place in my heart. Great game.
Muda's tweets on Palestine to discredit him and show that he's a bad person.
That's crazy that the fucking fence is holding him. That's crazy. He's sitting hard on that thing, dude. He's like, this genocide stuff is very complex.
But Hasan would hit a boiling point when Ludwig would upload a video disagreeing with him.
There ain't no fucking way MAGA Male made a huge streaming controversy video. There's no fucking way.
MAGA Male? He is a white man, even though he's your friend. He is a white male, so
avoided
never forget.
Like the plague, 8 Nick Merckx LGBT controversies, only to turn around and make a MAGA male. What is the thumbnail? Let me see this. Streaming is the hardest job on earth.
Oh, this shit. His feelings are hurt. He hasn't even watched the fucking video.
He's so mad.
But his anus is ruptured.
Context, and he still disagrees, making a lighthearted joke about Hasan, and Hasan feels devastated.
But I wanted to talk about this as a streamer myself for almost 6 years.
Dragon Ball Z shirt. I don't know how to feel about that.
Years now.
I don't know how to feel about the shirt.
On how hard it really is.
Just being honest.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I would look. I just.
Oh god.
Oh god, he's such like honestly, what I think I talked about this with FD. This is why I don't like Hasan. On the politics aside, he's just such a dramatic, whiny pussy, and I hate motherfuckers like that. As like with no self-awareness and incredibly hypocritical. Oh god, like god, fuck this guy.
God, it just annoys me because like it's such a fake fucking thing to do. It's just literally using
everything about you is fake, bitch.
Someone
I'm sorry.
who you're friends with, like being maliciously clipped out of context to be like
maliciously clipped out of. God, he's such a fucking bitch. Sorry, dude. Every word this motherfucker says just annoys me with his painted nails.
I'm actually one of the good content creators. I know how privileged I am. It's like, yeah, I do too.
When Hasan says something is out of context, it's never missing context.
Right?
It just means they disagree with him.
Exactly.
Hasan would go full mask off when an audience member pointed this out.
Yeah. It's like no different than what Muda did. He showed the context though. It doesn't matter that he showed the context. It's just
Oh my god, dude. How is this a person? How is this a person? How is this a grown man? You know what I mean? Like, doesn't that just bother you? That this is an adult. This is why when I become Sun God, I don't know, maybe the Loner Box people don't know, that I will become supreme leader of this world. Presidents are for pussies. This is why we will have the gulag, and he's big. He will be a great worker. That's what he deserves to be. We will have dummy internet where people like this won't be on the real internet. They'll have dummy internet where, you know, they think they have a bunch of people watching them. We can't have people like this speaking to the public. His brain is too stupid.
Less than 3.
What? I gotta fix the Indian woman. She's getting out of hand. But this is why I'm going to create the world that I will create, and it will be a better world for most of us. Some of you will be suffering, but, you know, you were shit, so that's kind of on you. But yeah, it will be for people like Hasan. He will be out in the gulag, mining, you know, doing the labor.
it's the way to just literally farm off the fucking drama.
Well, then don't say it's out of context. Hasan doesn't have any way to really defend himself, so he molds and then just goes back to saying everything's out of context.
How do people watch this guy? I don't get it.
I got used like a cum rag for a rocket mortgage.
I got used like a cum rag. Did he show like what he actually said? Because he said a bunch. He didn't even say anything. He didn't insult anybody. He made like the smallest joke. Like the smallest morsel of a fucking joke. I got used like a cum rag. I'm my friend. It's like, God, shut up, pussy. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares about you and your lame ass problems. You're just a bitch that complains about nothing all day.
Dude, come on, dude, come on, bro. Don't farm me like that.
Makes my
Jesus
fucking
Christ,
urethra
that's
hurt.
lame as fuck. Actually, like, I thought he was at least gonna. Oh yeah, for a good cause at least. Yeah, dude, he's a great cause. He threw me to the flames.
Threw me to the flames. Used me as a cum rag. What other fucking lame shit did he say?
In Twitter,
you love me. Thank
a
you.
Fake tweet said that
I love me
you know
too.
we are so privileged, actually, which he's right. We are. He just said it was out of context. Farmed me regardless. Moved on to be like, look how nice I am, and sold a fucking rocket mortgage ad in the process.
Hasan would end his.
Why is the rocket mortgage ad such a big fucking deal for him? Don't you run ad breaks every hour because fucking Daddy Bezos tells you to? Or also shove that fucking dick down your gullet.
And his fans would try to pressure Ludwig into taking down the video.
You should call Hasan and apologize. Why is Hasan mad?
Because he's a bitch.
Oh no.
Destiny.
Fucking fan.
What'd I do? Because I'm a mogul male?
Did call Hasan, he's
my
crying
mogul male?
unironically.
That is funny.
Oh, well, I mean, shit, if that's the deal. I'll just fucking pull him out of the thumbnail, and then I feel like it doesn't really matter.
Stand
much.
up for yourself. What would Goku do? What would Goku do? Fucking disrespectful bitch. See, this is why I don't have fucking Dragon Ball Z, because then I have to be associated with this guy. We got to get the obscure shit so I can let people know I'm better than you. It all comes full circle.
Outside the thumbnail, you can't really make that argument.
What would
But this wouldn't be enough for him, so Ludwig
Justin,
would take down the
that was
video
better.
and
That was
re-record
funny.
the whole thing, siding with Hasan the whole time.
Exactly.
People don't really give a
It
shit
would
about
fight
the
the
context.
strongest
People
person.
don't really give a shit about the conversation. They just care about getting Twitter likes, which is all this really is. Which is why
Speak
people
for yourself, bro. And also, if your name is going to be Ludwig, you have to be a professional pianist. That's the only profession you're allowed to have, bro. You have to be a composer. You can't be a fucking streamer with the name Ludwig. That's unprofessional and it's disrespectful. I'm just saying. That's just me.
like Keemstar are tweeting out
Heather,
like this, just
I
you know,
wouldn't put a
just for a
basket.
dunk sesh, because nobody gives a fucking shit. Nobody gives a
Whoa.
rat's
Language,
ass
language,
about
dude.
the facts
I'm a
or about
Christian.
any people involved. They just care about a little Twitter like, little impression.
Ludwig got a single DM that said no balls and then showed a tweet about bringing assassinations back. For some reason, acting
sorry,
like
what?
this was a serious threat.
And this is the one that sent me over the edge. Now, this is a DM from a guy that's just said no balls because I removed the video. Again, what the fucking plan to re-upload the video? But he messages me and he says no balls. Now, you know, by itself, you don't think much of it. But then I clicked on his Twitter account and I see that he said this: "Wish assassinations were a real thing." And this isn't a quote retweet to
it
people
says we're still a thing, but
in this situation. Not trying to say who. I'm not trying to get demonetized here. But what a fucking crazy thing for Mr. Penis Head to say.
Why is it crazy? His name is
Yeah.
Mr. Penis Head. It's got a
True.
single like.
Wait, I'm confused, people. You guys know I'm a little slow sometimes. Was that assassination for him? Was that what he was saying? I don't know when this was.
Crazy thing for Mr. Penis Head to say.
Why
He
is
wishes
it
that he was assassinated? Is that why he's freaking out? Or is he just that pussy that this guy just said? It has to be, right?
crazy? His name is Mr. Penis Head. It's got a single like, and Ludwig's virtue signaling about how un-American this
said,
guy
I
is.
guess.
Can now be a
It's
guy
not
who's
clear.
wishing for assassinations, cause why? The guy you don't like online is millionaire? Said something you don't like?
Oh, okay, so it is about him, I guess.
Un-American thing I ever heard in my fucking life.
Bro, he's talking about this? The fuck? Who cares? Somebody tweeted something mean to you?
Heart, less than 3.
I appreciate you. I don't know how to say that. I'm just gonna call you Jen. Jen Surik? I don't know how to read. That's it?
What's more beautiful about being an American than seeing someone you don't fucking like, but they're allowed to say whatever the fuck you don't like?
I'm saying I'm switching my position on Ludwig. Against. I hope there's a war. I hope that Destiny started a fucking war and you guys already know what side I'm on. I want some fucking drama, dude. I want some blood. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's get it started. I'm kidding, kind of. I don't like people.
Why are we taking Mr. Penis Head's joke tweets so serious?
Hopefully this is just me being emotional and this guy doesn't suck this much cock, but we'll see.
Hasan's literally tweeted a picture of the same 3D printed gun that was
Right?
used to assassinate the former Japanese prime minister. And he did this to a United States senator. But Mr. Penis
Right? Bro, talk your shit, Willie.
said
That's what
way
I'm
too
saying.
far. Ludwig's a coward for taking this video down. It's so funny to me that Hasan has this expectation that his friends need to defend him at every turn for every dumb thing he says. Vosh's community makes fun of Hasan for his poor coverage of Ukraine, and Hasan wants it down.
And also, this dude, Ludwig, not even a fucking piano player, lied about why he took it down. Like, if you took it, like, at least say, yeah, my friend was upset, I took it down. At least stand by that. Don't be like, oh, well, the fucking, the company I work with, they didn't like the ads. Stop lying. What are you lying for? Stand on it. Be a man. Don't be such a coward, all right?
This is not a leftist community at all, for the record. I don't know. I really thought so. I reached out to Vosh earlier today. I was like, listen, dude, I see something going on that I don't like. I'm letting you know it's a fucking never-ending death spiral. It will turn out bad if you just like allow this kind of shit to foster.
He's so fucking hyperbolic. A never-ending death spiral.
Like, he was literally like, yeah, no, f off. Like, these were legitimate criticisms. I was like, bro, they were literally clipping shit from my Twitter where I was criticizing Russia to make it seem like I was pro-Russia. How is that in any way, shape, or form legitimate criticism.
He's lying again, saying it's out of context when it's not. I have a whole video documenting it. XQC ranks Hasan a little lower on a tier list, and Hasan cries about it.
Like, whenever your chat was like calling me out.
Golly, bro. I'm sorry. I had to point this out. Let me move this so you guys can see. The head to body ratio, all fucked up. I'm sorry. I had to point that out. We'll keep it moving.
Out or whatever. When mentioning,
I'm not going to say whose.
Moon,
but it's all
and
fucked up.
NMP Lol, Asmongold, and all these other content creators actually, you know, whipping their communities when their chat is going absolutely bananas over random dumb shit and bringing my name up for no fucking reason. And I thought
bringing my name up for no aren't you like a public figure, bitch?
That for the past year you were just allowing that shit to run rampant in your chat, and I thought that was fucked up.
That's ironic. Allowing people to run rampant in the chat. Very ironic coming from Hasan, Mr. Oh, Ethan, I don't know what you want me to do. I can't do anything.
Actually, as someone who thought we were friends, I think that's a reasonable expectation for someone who you consider to be a friend.
But when Ethan was begging Hasan to moderate his chat for
Oh,
calling him
shit.
genocide
I didn't
every
even watch
30
this.
seconds, Hasan's like, it's out of my hands. You did it to yourself.
Not
By
you.
the way, I'm not even defending
Willie, we're in sync.
the. I'm not even like. I'm
Fusion,
I'm just trying to tell you guys how it feels, and I'm fucking shocked that you don't care that people in your chat are saying, "Who the fuck is this child? Cold, arrogant, kind as fuck."
I love you, but there's only so much I can do.
How can you be surprised when your Discord is literally full of?
Ethan, I love you, but there's only so much I can do if you're making that argument. You know
He's
that.
so annoyed that he even has to talk to you. He's like, oh, this fucking pussy. What?
Right? Like,
what do you want?
At a certain point,
From one sociopath to another, I see you, Hasan.
you're an adult, and the words that you're saying are going to be perceived by people in a certain way.
You know, at what point is Hasan responsible for the words that come out of his mouth? Zero self-awareness.
I've gotten numb to criticism. Like, it's not. As a matter of fact, I seek it out now.
That's bullshit.
That's so crazy that he said that. He should have them take that down, because that's wild. Like, just be honest. Just be honest. Be like, I'm sensitive. I know I'm big as shit. Pause. No diddy. But I'm sensitive. You would be so much more likable, Hasan, if you had just a fucking inkling of self-awareness. People like assholes. I don't think he gets that. Like, people can get behind an asshole. No diddy.
So what you gonna do?
You know what I mean? But it's like, bro, you can't fucking be a fucking dickhead and then be a pussy at the same time. Pick one.
Oh. Hasan didn't like Destiny's debate with Ben Shapiro. He called Destiny an idiot for not picking apart Ben's points.
Damn.
Hasan's advice that he tries to give Destiny is terrible. He's like, never let Ben explain anything.
The problem is, you shouldn't actually ever ask him, like, how do you enforce that? Because then you're kind of conceding. You're giving him an opportunity to describe his like idiotic worldview, and Ben.
Yes. Asking someone to further explain their point is conceding. That makes sense. That means you lost. Why would you try to understand how somebody thinks? That'd be stupid. Why the fuck would you do something like that? What are you, a fucking terrorist sympathizer? You piece of shit?
Remember how FD signifier called Hasan a principled person? Is that the sound of a principled person?
It does not. And I didn't even know that he said that. Wow, that's crazy. I hope I challenged him, because that is wild.
And is a very skilled debater, and he will try to present his handmaiden tale as dystopia in like a relatively positive way.
But that's
well, then why don't you just call him out if he says anything that's incorrect? Isn't that what you should do? Like, hey, what are your views on this thing? And then if they start spewing bullshit, you'd be like, hey, that's inaccurate. Isn't that how you should? I'm no debate lord or anything, but wouldn't that just be like the logical thing to do? I don't know. Am I crazy?
how good conversations work. One person talks and then the other person responds. If you don't go down their logical thought process, how will you ever understand their argument? It's no wonder all of Hasan's debates turn into screaming matches. Now, this debate was widely praised for being civil, respectable, and for allowing there to be a deeper conversation than just name calling. I don't want to show you too much because it's a little dry. It's a politically nuanced conversation.
Hasan is unfortunately the dumbest guy here this time. Please just simply tell me why you think that is the case instead of just saying that. And
bro, there's like 16,000 videos on YouTube right now telling you why you are such a stupid fuck. Just type in your name. Just type in your name and then sucks, and you'll find it. Promise.
Making yourself feel smart.
You will find the answers you seek.
Because that is what dumb guys do.
My guys, that's you. The master debater, the masturbator Hasan, would get a chance to show off his debate tactics on Piers Morgan, but unfortunately would run into someone as stubborn as himself. Emily is pro-Israeli Hasan. She's loud and overly dramatic, demonizing everyone.
How dare you? How dare you say it's okay to talk about an intifada?
My goal is solutions. Your goal is the continuation of violence.
Yeah, these two were made for each other. I ship them. When going on a show to debate Israel-Palestine, the #1 question you will be asked is, do you think October 7th was justified? And Hasan refuses to answer directly.
It does seem that you're very selective about the violence.
The fucking rolling of the eyes.
That when you support it, it's justified.
So sassy.
When other people use things in a violent way that you don't support, it's unjustified. Seems like it's all skewed to what Hasan Piker thinks.
Well, not necessarily just what I think. I think that there are obvious markers, obvious boundaries. I don't think violence against civilians is justified. I have talked about October 7th on this very same show, saying that it was a tragedy. It was atrocities that occurred on October 7th, specifically. When you target civilians in any capacity, I think that that is unacceptable.
Yay.
However, this does not mean that violence will not occur in many circumstances. Violence has occurred in every single revolutionary action, many good revolutionary actions.
Piers now asks the obvious question, which is, does Hamas attack count as one of those good revolutionary actions?
Was what Hamas did on October the 7th an example of what you would call a justified...
You don't think he believes that, Alex? I mean, it's possible. I wonder, like, how fucked up... Like, if Hasan was just, like, you know, really honest what his beliefs were or are. That I am a little bit curious about that.
Revolution.
We'll never know, but I'm curious.
I don't look at every single act of violence. I look at
You've literally just been reciting a whole load of them.
Systems of oppression.
Why are you avoiding October the 7th?
You do it too.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm not avoiding it. I've talked about it a million times over.
You do it. You do it too. You do it. You do it. I'm not going to take accountability for being a piece of shit. You do it. You also, though.
Ask you one more time.
Hang on. This is not what we're here to discuss.
Emily, hang on.
This is not what we're here to discuss.
Let me just ask you directly one more time.
Shit, I'm getting fucking anxiety.
Must answer the question. He doesn't, so Piers asks again.
Let me ask you one more time. Please. Do you believe what happened on October the 7th was a justified act of revolution? Yes or no?
Sounds like a fucking small forward.
I do not, and I do think that. Oh wait, hold on. Let me clarify. Let me clarify something very important here.
How do you not have an answer ready? He talks about how Israel is an apartheid regime, continuing to dodge the question, so Piers continues to ask it.
I just want to bring in our two British panelists here, but just finally, just to clarify, Hasan, I can't quite work out whether you said you do think October the 7th was an unjustified act of revolution or whether you changed your mind. So can you clarify?
There it is.
I think that violent means of maintaining an apartheid is inevitably going to yield violent retaliation.
Just say yes. If your argument is that these people have been abused and oppressed for so long that this was the only option they had, then fine. That's not an illegal position. He's so worried about optics, he can't even communicate what he thinks.
I do not. And I do think that... Oh, wait, hold on. Let me clarify.
I find it funny that when Piers does this to opposing guests, Hasan loves it. He calls it real journalism.
Here is a 5-minute...
Jesus Christ, the fucking outfits are killing my soul.
...fest where Piers Morgan actually genuinely becomes a journalist for a brief moment. Let's watch.
You literally no idea how many civilians you've been killing.
I can tell you definitively that our aim is to go after Hamas.
You have no idea how many civilians you've killed. If you know exactly how many Hamas terrorists you've killed, you must know how many civilians you've killed.
Piers, with respect, don't put words into my mouth, please. I didn't say exactly 14,000. I said around 14,000. Whereas Hamas will come out with precise numbers that statisticians will look at.
Give me a ballpark number for civilians.
Well, you can use the ballpark as far as the Hamas
Daisy,
figures.
I did, and they're not spaced perfectly at all. That's just an illusion. Actually, one was so bad I had to take it down, but I appreciate you.
Which I reject as being false.
Well, if they're false, why would you give me those?
I gave you the numbers that I had.
No, you've told me you know how many Hamas terrorists you've killed, but you don't seem to have any idea how many civilians you've killed.
I saw a TikTok about this, and they were all saying you turned Piers Morgan into a believer. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but it's a shocking display. And as a fair and balanced reporter of facts, I will hand it to Piers. This is an unimaginable W.
But when Piers does the same thing to Hasan because he won't answer, that's because he's biased. Piers repeated the question one more time, and it about breaks Hasan.
Hasan, just before I come to the two people who are with me here, I just need some clarity here, because it seems like you're dancing around whether you think October the 7th was justified or not.
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this back and forth masturbation? I've already given you my position.
Why are you doing this?
I'm
He's
sick and
happy.
tired
It's
of repeating it over and over again.
Okay,
because it's Jews, it's okay.
Ask this
Emily,
demon next to me.
Emily,
wearing a fucking IDF dog
Only
tag.
when it's Jews, it's okay.
Please
Ask
stop
this
shouting
fucking
at each
demon
other.
next to me wearing an IDF dog tag if she actually thinks Israel's actions are justifiable.
Bring them home.
Do you
it's
see
to bring
me
the
rocking
hostages
the fucking...
home. The hostages
all right,
that you
it's talking
rightly
over
believe
each other.
belong in
All
the
right, you know what it
tunnels
is.
of
This whole time, by the way, the other two panelists haven't even been introduced.
Right.
Hasan then asked the inverse question to Emily, but she answers very clearly.
Stop doing this to each other, please.
Emily,
Nobody can understand a
can you
word
condemn the
either of you are
actions of
saying.
Israel?
Now let me come to Esther and James here. This is one of my problems.
No, I want to
actually.
hear if Emily condemns
No,
the
no,
actions.
Oh, look, he's like, hey, let's let the minority speak. No, I have things to say. I don't know. I'm just assuming this guy is gay. That might be wrong. I'm sorry. I'm not perfect.
You will please let me moderate the debate.
Why do you ask her about
I don't
30,000
condemn the
people?
idea.
I've got two
I
panelists
condemn
here
the
who've not
fact
had a
that on
word
October
yet.
7th,
Because you're a
they
fucking
kidnapped
terrorist.
civilians
Whoa,
from
shit.
their homes. And I think you're a terrorist.
It's
So,
funny
yeah,
that
this
the
has
lefty is doing the typical, like, you know, I'm the white guy, this is my shit. He's kind of doing that. Hello? Can we let our black queen speak?
Very productive. Finally, Esther answers that same October 7th question, and she does so precisely and clearly while bodying these two clowns.
This happened in a vacuum. Of course, October the 7th was an atrocity, and it was completely unjustified. There was no justification for butchering people in the way that they did. But it didn't happen in a vacuum. A lot of the people that live in Gaza weren't even
Hasan, why couldn't you say that? Probably because you're a fucking idiot.
born at the time that Hamas came in power. So I really just... I despise this, you're a terrorist sympathizer, you're a genocide supporter, all of this, when really the people that we should be talking about deserve better.
Okay, James, on the wider point of these protests...
Well, I couldn't get to that part because I wanted to describe what the apartheid is. And
Wait. Did anyone even say Hasan's pussy-ass name, or did he just be like, wait, she did my job? Well, I was gonna say that, but I'm a fucking idiot, but it's not fair. It's not fair. That's his whole vibe. Hasan is just, it's not fair. Even though he has everything and everything was fucking handed to him. Ugh. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Emily cut in immediately to chirp about some random shit.
It's not fair. Accountability, what's that? That's for everyone but me. Nepo baby. Ugh, shut the fuck up. Fucking hate this pussy.
Salty.
Look, Hasan. Hang on, Emily,
something?
please, I'll come to you. Let me just ask Hasan.
Pause.
When you and Emily go at each other like you just did,
kidding.
nobody wins. I mean, no one can really understand
Facts.
a word you're saying.
Well, I
You're
win.
shouting over each
So I
other.
get to make
You
fun
end
of
up
you,
just
but-
calling each other terrorists. There's no sensible dialogue here. There's no constructive conversation.
Look at his
It's just two
No, but I do
implacably
think-
opposed sides abusing each other. Do you understand that?
Piers W, you're absolutely right, Joker.
Yeah, listen, Piers. Okay.
Look. This is the fucking time, Hasan. You stupid bitch. This is where you're like, you know what? This is an emotional topic. I lost my cool. I apologize. That's the move, bro. That's the move. It's so easy. It's so obvious. That's what you're supposed to say when you are a fucking grown man. Let's see what Hasan does. He's probably gonna do something fucking stupid. Let's see.
This is going to always be a very heated
Yes, Black
discussion.
Queen,
Okay?
Princess.
Having a conversation about how heated this discussion is utterly unproductive.
How are you supposed to
Got it.
have
Okay.
a productive
Got it.
conversation on this topic, educating people, if everyone is so emotional they can't even let each other speak? He's so emotional he can't even see the obvious flaws in his logic. The point he tries to make is absurd.
You tell me I'm wearing an IDF dog tag. I'm wearing a bring them home for the hostages that you...
She literally just said that she's not.
No, it says bring them home.
You're using the hostages as a.
It's just like the context thing. He didn't even give context. Oh, well, actually, the context is there, but that doesn't even matter. Like,
simple political tool to make propaganda in the West is quite disgusting. The protests that are happening in Israel right now are massive. And those protests.
What?
You are using humans in captivity as a political tool. It's so obvious.
Yeah, but so is Hamas, right? That's why they took the hostages in the first place, to use them as political tools. James correctly points this out, and Hasan loses it.
Anyone is using hostages, surely it's Hamas, Hasan. How can you say that? How can you use that argument? That's a crazy thing to say. It's Hamas that have taken these people from their homes.
Tens of thousands of people in Israel. There are currently tens of thousands of Israeli citizens right now in the streets of Israel, in the streets of Tel Aviv, outside of Benjamin Netanyahu's house, protesting every single day. What are they protesting? They're protesting for Benjamin Netanyahu to facilitate a ceasefire with Hamas so that they can actually bring the hostages home. That is precisely the number one goal of the family members of the hostages.
Who
and
is
if
using
anyone
the hostages?
on this panel was being even a little bit honest, they would recognize the reality that, just listen.
You didn't listen to my question.
James is right. He's dodging his question.
Well, obviously.
Listen to what I'm saying, and you will understand, perhaps, what I'm trying to...
That's just smug little bitch. To be this wrong and just be so cunty is hilarious.
It's very patronizing.
Utilizing the hostages. Yeah, I am being patronizing. I don't know who the f*** you are.
Ooh.
And you're over here chirping.
Ooh. He's so nasty.
Chirping all the way from London about Palestine and doing a both sides of...
Oh, wow. Bro, aren't you in America, bitch? Like... What's the fucking difference?
Fine type bullshit. Or, you're talking about how
you're in LA. Talking about Palestine. What's the fucking difference?
Free Palestine, but also simultaneously, both sides got a lot going on. Shut the f up. You don't know anything.
Bro, how fucking dare you have information about both sides and not live there like I do? You fucking piece of shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? But if you agreed with anything that I said, or everything that I said, then obviously I wouldn't be saying this. But how dare you fucking challenge me on anything, bitch? And care about people dying on both sides. You racist fuck. I don't even know who you are. Fuck you.
Okay?
Bro,
get him, Hasan. Get him, King. Get him.
Lives in a $3 million home in California and drives a $250,000 Porsche. You're all equally unqualified.
I don't give a shit about what your perspective is.
I agree.
Hasan, you are a Twitch streamer that gets his information from Twitter. And your head is too small for your body.
Like what you have to say, so you're wrong. It's Hasan's way or the highway.
I mean, you are. There is no both sides on a genocide.
And Lilith, you're not a terrible person. Everyone should not like Hasan. He sucks.
Is there a both sides of a genocide? There is no both sides.
Well, the thing is, it's interesting you should mention the hostages.
BRB, I gotta turn this light on. It's bothering me. Boom, do you see how fucking quick that was? When I say I'll be right back, I mean I'll be right back.
Both sides and apartheid. Piers ends the debate early because Emily
and also Lilith, I appreciate you.
Hasan won't stop talking over each other. The dialogue is completely fruitless. He stares in the camera, looking like he wants to end it all.
The dialogue is fruitless. I like that sentence. I'm gonna steal that.
Fighting human animals, and we have to cut off their electricity, cut off their food, cut off their water.
Okay.
Yeah, the slight
you know what? I'm going to cut off. I'm going to cut off this debate.
Of their electricity, the rest is Hamas.
I'm going to cut off the debate because
Israel.
we're getting absolutely nowhere. But I appreciate everybody joining me. Thank you very much indeed.
Damn, Hasan, dickhead. This man just, he shook his
was
head in
more
disappointment.
The Destiny's debate with Ben, but I didn't learn a goddamn thing. Nobody watching this changed their opinion or learned anything new about the conflict. Hasan does nothing for this topic.
Dummy internet. I've been saying this. We need it. It's a necessity. Necessity. Dummy internet. We need that.
Even he agrees that it was a complete waste of time.
I unironically realized, like, this is, I can't have these conversations with people who are just like dick riding Israel into oblivion. It's just not going to be productive discourse. I was screaming, dude. He probably loves you if you made good TV. No, we didn't make good TV.
Even the way he talks.
I must be a terrible person because watching everyone finally calling out this fool makes me feel better about life.
Exactly. Yeah, she's a little bit slow, but not you. I mean our AI here. But yeah, definitely not. This guy blows, and not in a good way.
Because I nuked it. Probably came off unhinged.
I really do believe if
Probably came off unhinged? Is that even a fucking question, dude? Like, is that really a question?
It's just less emotional and engaged.
You were screaming so much. Not only did the other two people not even really get to fucking say anything, he went off on 2 of the 3, and they had to cut the fucking thing short because you were being such a dickhead. And this is after crackhead Barbie was on, who did not get cut short. But maybe some people might think you were a little bit unhinged. Yeah, probably.
With arguments more directly, he would look a lot better.
Moron.
Instead, he frames it as everyone else is just doing this for career opportunities.
That's the problem.
No.
Every single one of these like pro-Israeli people are doing it for fucking career opportunities.
He gets mad at Brianna Wu for supporting how police handled protesters and compares her having the last name Wu to a white person saying the N-word.
How does she have the last name Wu? She married an Asian dude. And I guess like...
Also, should we have Brianna, should we have her on? I think we can get her on stream. Would you guys like that?
Transitive property makes her Asian. I don't know. It's very strange. Like, okay, so I guess Riley Reid can say the N-word then. Like, what do you mean? It's not, it don't work that way.
Her last name is Wu because that's her husband's last name.
Oh my god, this motherfucker crazy. Who the fuck watches this guy, dude? I need to speak to a Hasan fan. I need to... Brianna Wu, Lyric. I don't know if you know who that is. She's a Democratic operative. And I don't fully know what that means, but I guess she works for the Democratic Party. I talked to her before. She says she watches the content. I have her on Discord. I'm sure she'd be willing to come on this stream. That's Rap for Stream, in case you guys are wondering.
What is he talking about? Hasan was terrible in this debate. He managed to make a majority pro-Palestine panel hate him. And I don't blame them. Hasan is the best thing to happen to the IDF. He makes his side look so crazy. He mocks Destiny for reading Wikipedia.
Seems like he does more research than you. No, you just came in here to say that because you don't know anything about the way I've covered this conflict. I have talked to academics on this issue over and over again.
Who?
I've used their works. I've interviewed them directly. I've interviewed journalists on the...
Cooking, yes, bro. Next call-in stream, if you can find, like, genuine current day Hasan fans, I would love to speak to them because I don't get it. I'm like, what do you see in this motherfucker? I don't get it.
In ground that have, like, actually been in Gaza.
By that he means...
And pancaking? Honestly, shout out to you. That means that you're able to look at things objectively. And I'm sure we all agree with Hasan on some things, but he still sucks all the dicks.
His tweets and only talks to...
And not in a good way.
People who agree with him. But when he's asked to read a single article from an opposing viewpoint, he's like, nope, don't want to pay for it.
How
Why don't
old
you
is
read the whole
Hasan?
article?
He's
Well,
like
one, because it's
32,
paywalled, and two, I don't want to...
Too old to be
listen to an article about how calling Israel an apartheid regime is wrong.
If you're so educated and know so much, go debate Destiny. Piers has been trying to set it up.
Debate anybody who fucking actually knows about this shit and disagrees with you, little pussy boy. Oh, I'd be totally down to debate Ben Shapiro. Bro, you're ducking that shit. Come on. If he's willing to debate Destiny, he's willing to debate you. And I've heard Ben say he'd love to debate Hasan because of course he would. And I could win a debate against fucking Hasan. Guy's dumb as fuck.
That's the position to take.
Who? The Piers Morgan people today reached out to me. They said, hi, would you be interested in debating Hasan Piker on either Tuesday or Thursday next week? I said, yeah, sure, but there's no way he will agree. And they said, checking. We'll see.
Hasan's pretending this isn't happening. It's pathetic.
Just genocide all of them.
Oh, no.
Genocide the Middle East. Permanent third world genocide.
Another thing Hasan has been doing is he will literally break news. He will talk about things that nobody else has even reported on or talked about yet. There's no details
on some topics, but like this vid.
Released, but Hasan's got the inside scoop. He doesn't cite anything.
There's been a ceasefire negotiation process with a lot of back and forth for some time now. Israel is the party that has been ruining the ceasefire terms. I know that it takes two to tango, but for the most part, I would say that Hamas's conditions have been endlessly reasonable. Israel's
endlessly reasonable. Oh, wow. I wonder where he got this information from. How does he know this? That's a pretty bold thing to say, no?
reaction.
Well, he does have his on the ground reporting. My bad.
Has been anything but.
How?
Academics
Why?
he's speaking
Quantify that, please. He won't.
Now, of course, if you look at the American news coverage, the Western media's coverage on the issue, you would you would basically come up with a entirely different opinion. Perhaps the exact opposite of what is the truth.
Okay, how?
So basically, what I'm trying to say is,
Super Saiyan. That's what I'm saying,
the
bro.
media is presenting what is actually happening, looking at what is actually happening.
This is why I love America, bro. This is why I love America, even though you could technically do this in a lot of different countries. But hey, America made this shit, as far as I know.
And just presenting the exact opposite.
You can literally get paid to call an idiot an idiot. Wow. What a beautiful country we live in.
Okay? The exact opposite.
Show me. Give me an article. The video he has on screen does not confirm any of it.
In this round of conversations,
well, I'm pretty sure Willie Mack
they
is just
claimed that like the Hamas acceptance was coming from an Egyptian envoy, and Egypt is also Hamas. Well, they didn't say that, but they said that the Egyptian terms were like infinitely softer than what the Israel would be down for or something. And this is after Hamas agreed to the latest proposal presented by Israel on April 27th. And there is no change in its elements. An official matter with the talks tells Reuters.
He's saying Hamas accepted Israel's ceasefire conditions with no changes and that Israel is backing out because they want to kill
get paid. Easy des.
more people. This is insane news if true. Hasan's only source for this is a tweet. Like, bro, you gotta have more than this. He then immediately mocks and laughs at any report saying that Hamas may have changed the deal.
And the only thing that I've seen from Israel is that although it is their proposal, they no longer actually feel comfortable with it, and are saying that maybe it's Egypt has softened that deal too much.
The details haven't been released yet. How is he mocking that? What if it's true? Only 2 days later, a U.S. official would report U.S. officials have pushed back on Hamas.
Well, in defense of Hasan, we have to remember that Willie Mack is a white man and
for calling an idiot
and American, so everything he says is probably inaccurate, and he's probably racist and hates Palestinians and is pro-genocide. So I mean, if you really look at the facts, you know, we have to keep that into consideration. So, yeah, shout out to you, Hasan.
Claim
Just
that
saying.
it agreed to a ceasefire deal. Instead, characterizing
And also,
the
Dwayne, I appreciate you, bro.
as a counter-proposal with
Right,
changes.
yeah,
that counter-proposal will need further negotiation. So when this information would come out, would
Hasan, I got you, King.
Hasan correct the story? Nope. He'd just continue his narrative. Israel reneged the terms.
That is why you saw.
I'm such a dick. I don't care. Every single time Willie Mack goes and shows a Hasan clip, I just get annoyed instantly.
Celebration.
I'm just like, oh god, he looks different, and I still hate the way he looks.
When the Palestinians heard that Hamas had accepted the ceasefire conditions, which were put together by an American and Egyptian and Qatari envoys as well, which Israel decided to renege on.
Dr. Bruhu, appreciate you.
The terms.
Appreciate everyone who's watching on Twitch. You're the real MVP. I don't know if there's any.
And then turn around and say, actually, no, we didn't.
I don't know how many of you there are, but I appreciate you.
Didn't agree to this at all.
Bro, looks like GTA Vice City. I mean, he wishes.
We don't believe this at all. We are still going to.
He fucking wishes.
Continue with our Rafah invasion. Israel then also claimed that it was really fucked up of Hamas to act like they were accepting a ceasefire.
Question for the cult. How do you think the Hasan situation ends? Like, where do you think this goes for him? Let's go. Hell yeah, Twitch watchers, we are alive. Yes. Tacos, appreciate you. There we go. Like, how do you think this ends? I'm like genuinely. What do you think happens? Like 5 years from now, where's Hasan at? What do you guys think? Election spike? Yeah, that'll probably help. I don't know. Do you guys think he'll kind of lose a lot of his fans like before the election, or what? I mean, he clearly has. But like, where do you think this? How does this end? I'm curious. Depression and a lot of cocaine. I think that's a good guess. Porn actor. I would say he probably has a little bit too much money to do that. Also, what? I didn't read that. It was too fast. Weston Beats. Appreciate this up, bro. You're a real one. Oh, part of Hamas. I could see that. OnlyFans? Become Alex Jones of the left? I feel like he's kind of already there. So you think like maybe his own website? Do you think Twitch will ever part ways? Do you think Twitch will ever be like, all right, motherfucker, you're doing a little too much? Do you think that'll ever happen, or what do you guys think? I'm genuinely curious. All right, let's continue.
And getting
I like
the
these guesses,
Palestinian
though.
hopes
This
up.
man said King of Palestine. No, because we've talked to Palestinians and they don't fuck with this guy. They're like, bro, this guy just be lying, saying all this stupid bullshit that isn't even fucking accurate, and he makes our cause look fucking stupid. And another thing with that goofy bitch Frogan, talking about, that's a cracker ass take. Keep your $10,000. I'm like, bitch, you need to shut the fuck up, because that money's not fucking going to you. That shit's going to people who need it.
If Hasan accepted a debate with you, what would be your first wild question to ask him? Hopefully he ends up working in a toll booth, but I doubt he'd get that job.
For real, Jeremy. Jeremy and Lilith, I appreciate you. And yeah, he wouldn't get that job. Fuck, I forgot my point. I forgot what I was saying. Fuck.
Joel, this guy doesn't
it's gone. It might come back to me, but it's gone. Oh yeah, fucking Frogan. Keep your $10,000 if you're gonna say that. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Living in America, I'm pretty sure, to be like, they don't need your money, racist white man. Like, oh my god, I fucking cannot stand these garbage pieces of shit. And you know what? I'm happy. When I saw her fucking crying because somebody hurt her fucking goofy feelings, I was like, cry, bitch, cry. That shit was funny. Fuck your feelings. I'm sorry. I'm petty. I'm petty like that 15% sociopath, motherfucker. 15% sociopath. Cry. I wish I could collect her tears. And I would drink them for strength, like my teacher used to say. Fuck that goofy bitch. She fucking sucks. And she needs to shut her fucking mouth. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, you goofy bitch. Like, if you're goofy, have the self-awareness to know you're goofy. You can't be goofy and sensitive. You can't be goofy, aggressive as fuck.
You mean Rising Star 3 years running Rogan?
That's the one. You can't be I know, the fact that she won Rising Star 2 years in a row is hilarious. Like, wow, bitch, you really suck. And I'm gonna call her a bitch because I don't like her. Fuck you. But it's like, if you can't be goofy for the whites, that means not knowing what the fuck you're talking about. Aggressive and vindictive and sensitive. You can't be all three. And Hasan is all three. That's why they're two peas in a fucking pod. But it's like, bro, no. No. That's gulag behavior. You will be a laborer as well. When I am fucking Fire Lord, Sun God, what, I haven't fully decided on a name yet, you will be a laborer. Absolutely. What the fuck? No. That's subhuman behavior.
He just keeps the storyline going. That's the Hasan.
Goofy ass. That shit pissed me the fuck off. I'm like, you know what? Now some white people are like, you know what? I was gonna donate money, but since this bitch wants to run her fucking mouth, I'm gonna keep it to myself. I guarantee you people did that, because how could they not? How could they not? So you're literally fucking over the people you say you care about. But of everybody, anybody, I'm going full fuck. I have more to say. Fuck this bitch. Anybody with half of a fucking brain knows that you don't give a fuck about these people. You just want to, you care about yourself. Because you're that much of a selfish, disgusting piece of shit. Fuck that bitch. I cannot fucking stand her. Oh my god, and she's just like openly anti-Semitic. She thinks she can say whatever the fuck she wants because, oh, Hasan's my little friend. Ugh, you're fucking disgusting. And I hope you fucking see this and I hope you cry. Fuck you. Fuck you twice. Oh, okay, I'm better. Alright, let's continue. Okay, bye.
It was fun.
Fuck you 3 times. And not in a sexual way, just as in fuck you, you're bad. You're a bad person. Ugh! I cannot believe people are that fucking gross. I hope you win that same award for the third year in a row. As you continue not to fucking grow in your career with all the fucking handouts because you're that fucking incompetent, you stupid fuck. Fuck you. All right, let's
funny
keep
to
going.
see like a brief moment from the
Ooh, okay, I feel better. Hasan, he just brings that out of me, you know, him and his little goofy little crew. I feel better. That was better than sex. All right,
yeah, where they were like, Hamas accepted the conditions of the ceasefire, and then Israel reneged on the offer, only to very quickly turn back and be like, actually, no, Israel told us that it was Hamas that like fucked up the offer and added additional conditions, and that's why it's Hamas's fault. It's like, is there a moment?
Hasan, love your dog. He's so cute.
Is there a moment that like Israel will be at fault for any of this, or is it all?
Bro, why is he acting like nobody blames Israel? I feel like most people are like, hey, Israel, chill out. Also, Curtis, thank you for the 5. Appreciate you. You know, most people are like, hey, let's stop this shit. This is a lot. Like, I think most people are for a ceasefire. I would assume. I'm not in the streets, but I would assume.
Always just Hamas.
The media only ever report
boredom. Exactly. Watching these comfortable, privileged losers speak about shit they don't know what the fuck they're talking about and actually fucking over people who need help. It's so gross. It's so gross. You are the reason I dislike this country sometimes. People like you. People like you who are so fucking gross. Ugh. Disgusting fuck.
That that's what Hamas said, which is not the same thing. Even the most
good luck next year on your stupid fucking award.
Staunch advocates have to admit it's a little bit ridiculous
Rooting
that
for
will
you.
see a single tweet, come up with a narrative in his head, and then when the news releases more information, he goes, nope, they're wrong, my scenario's actually right. He's like this because his foreign policy is America bad all the time.
Let me explain to you 2 principles that you should keep with you, coming from a person who's Turkish, okay? When you look at a situation in the Middle East, you look at what the local government is and who the Western forces are. Never align with the Western forces. That's a principle that you could take home with you if you want to actually be moral or if you want to be smart.
Right. Yeah. That makes so much sense. Yeah, prejudge everything. Why would you need context and information? That's so stupid.
Other countries, that's one basic principle that you can take home with you.
See, this is why my Republican grandparents hate immigration. This is why. You're not helping the cause, my friend. You're not helping the cause. You're not helping the cause.
All of a sudden, magically, you are above on your foreign policy analysis. You're going to be better off than 90% of people that look at the situation.
That's not what analysis is, bro. That's called bias. Hasan isn't just bad at news, he does this on purpose. He's a propagandist, no different than the counter-protester he condemns. College protests have erupted across the country. Their goals vary, but they mainly want universities to stop working with companies that have financial ties
I just want everyone here to know that I have to take a fat piss, but I'm not going to do it for y'all. Feel guilty. This is the hardest fucking job in the world. I take everything I take back everything I said, Frogan. I apologize. I take everything back, Hasan. I apologize. This job is incredibly difficult. Fuck.
Israel. And the students have every right to do that. The debate comes when students build a rust base and prevent other students from freely moving around campus.
This man said if you piss on the floor, I'll get this up. What kind of priorities do you think I have, Cooking? What kind of priorities do you think I have? Just financially, that doesn't even make sense. That is Hasan logic.
Tweeted about this, and Hasan responded saying students
a chunky
are being blocked
piss, bro. That's gross. That is gross.
From going to class. And Asman replied with a video.
Fuck my family for being against immigration. I mean, I feel it. I'm not even mad at that. It's my grandparents. You know, they're not the most. You know, this is my grandparents' setup, and I'm gonna put them on blast. You don't know who they are. It's okay. I walk in. Fox. No. I'm sorry. Fox News is out. That's too soft for them. Sky News on in the living room, playing 24/7. Sky News playing in their bedroom. They're not even in there. Just in case they gotta walk in and go to the bathroom, and they need to hear what Sky News is saying. And for those of you who are normal and don't know what Sky News is all of the people who are too unhinged for Fox News are on this thing called Sky News, where it's even fucking crazier. No, not the Australian thing. It's not that. It's some other shit. It's Fox News on steroids. And I watch them watch it. and I watched them say all this crazy unhinged shit. I literally saw my grandpa when they were talking about the protesters and shit. He was literally like, they need to get violent with them. I was like, wow, this motherfucker is crazy. I was like, this motherfucker is crazy. Who love him to death. Thank God he doesn't have any power, because fuck, things would be dark. No pun intended.
Have closed the entrance. We are UCLA students.
Really?
I have my ID right here.
They're saying most Republicans think Fox News is too soft. That's alarming. See, this is why I'm going to Asia next year. As long as China doesn't invade Taiwan, I'm good, bro. I gotta chill out. I need a break.
Being blocked off, not by the security guard, but by you two. You three. Oh, look, they're making their burger while I'm going this way. This is what they do. Everybody, look at this. Look at this. I'm a UCLA student. I deserve to go here. We pay tuition. This is our school.
Wait, what?
And they're not letting me walk in. My class is over there. I want to use that entrance.
Just move them. They're pussy. What are they gonna do?
Going.
Be like, move, bitch. Get the fuck out of my way.
I'm going in. I have my hands up.
Who's gonna stop me? This fucking girl who weighs 96 pounds? Please. Sorry.
I'm not hurting them. That's what they do. That's what they do, everybody.
If this guy tries me, he's soft. He's getting checked. Stop. I'm not afraid of any of these people. I'm sorry. I might be ignorant. I'm going to find out today. Today's the day I find out. Let's see how tough you leftists really are. Let's see what you're really about. We're about to find out.
You guys are promoting aggression. You guys are promoting hate.
Because if I get my ass beat by a leftist, I deserve it. I feel like that. You know what I mean? I am probably too pussy, and maybe I need to take some more boxing classes. I need to get back in the gym. You know what I mean?
We're UCLA students. We deserve to be there.
Hasan writes, this is a Zionist counter-protester, and they routinely try to enter the encampment to dox and harm students. Like he's doing...
Oh, jeez, this guy really just be spreading lies.
Here now to farm TikToks and dupe people who aren't there into thinking these students are trying to...
Peter, appreciate you. Welcome to the fucking cult. Let's go.
Block him from going to class.
Fuck Hasan. He a bitch.
Brought mace. Now Hasan's right in the sense that this guy isn't just trying to go to class. He's a counter-protester with the goal of making the protesters look bad. One look at his page proves that. The thing is, there's no evidence of this guy trying to harm anybody. Hasan's acting like he was trying to start fights. Asman rightfully points out, I don't see him trying to harm anyone here. He's just talking to them. How is that a problem?
And shouldn't that be what you want? Like, imagine being if I'm protesting, I'm gonna know the facts. Especially if I'm blocking people off from entering a zone, I better know why the fuck I'm here. So if somebody who's against me wants to talk, that should be great. And if they want to film it, that would be even fucking better. I'll own you on your own fucking platform. Isn't that a good thing? It's so crazy to me that college now is so anti-conversation. That really is scary to me. Because you would think that would be the #1 place where people with different ideas would be debating and having like tough conversations. Like, if any, I've played a lot of RPG games. If any place is the place, it should be there. But now that's like the most anti-conversation place in the fucking world, damn near. It's weird. That shit is weird. I'm gonna make a video about that. I know I need to learn a lot more, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a video about that because that is concerning.
And then gets flustered. No, I was talking about the video you linked. He's been trying to enter the encampment to start fights for the past week. He's an agitator and has never been restricted from going to class. The vid you linked is cut specifically to invoke your response. So now this guy isn't just an annoying counter-protester, which was accurate. He's now trying to start fights and harm people. Asman asks, where are the videos of him starting fights then? If I look behind the people blocking him, there aren't any encampments at all either. I'm fine to condemn the guy, but I don't see any evidence of him doing anything wrong right now. And that's true. There's absolutely zero evidence of this guy trying to harm anyone. I tweeted about it, asking for a single clip of this guy.
Apparently this guy is, I don't know if agitator is the right word, but an anti-protester or whatever. But I'm like, bro, you should be welcoming that guy with open arms. As long as he's not like being super obnoxious and shit. Like, you should rip him to shreds with words. It should be easy, right?
Harm, it doesn't exist. There's something truly poetic about Hasan getting mad at an Israeli propagandist for lying, so his solution is to then lie about him, spreading his own propaganda. Right. They're the same person. It's beautifully ironic. Hasan gets mad at Asman, reiterating, he wasn't blocked from going to class. He's blocked from entering the encampment. Asman replies, if he's a student and he can't go somewhere in the school because people are blocking him, it's wrong. They have no...
Yes, I agree. I feel like any normal person would agree with that sentiment. Oh, wait. Whoa. Guys. We forgot. Asmongold, Zach? white American male, he is a racist. He probably hates all brown people. He does not use logic. He loves genocide. We forgot Hasan. I apologize.
No right or justification to decide who can or can't go somewhere on campus. And Asman is completely right. If you want to make a guy like this look bad, let him into the encampment and film him being an asshole. He just repeats his own misinformation until it becomes a fact. Which reminds me, it's raining bullshit tonight. A lot of people are unhappy with how police have handled protesters, but Hasan makes it seem like a slaughter.
Instead of that, they did a show of force. They said, no, this is a fascist police state, actually.
Again, I literally had the same thought. I'm like, he looks different again. How many looks does this guy... Bro, he looks different every single time I see him. It's crazy. And again, I still hate the way he looks. I'm such a petty motherfucker. Oh, I just hate him. It's like that fucking... the Kendrick Drake diss. I hate the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you dress. I hate everything about you. Everything about you I hate.
How dare you fucking say anything mean about Israel? We will fucking kill you. We will pack you up. We will arrest you. Like, all you need to do is just go out there
again
and be a
it's kind of
voice,
similar,
and people still lose their minds. They're like, this is unhinged. Like, we have to kill you. We have to arrest you.
Someone in chat would argue that
whiny little pussy.
Police didn't handle the protest as poorly as most other countries. Hasan would rightfully condemn them for making such a pointless argument.
It's not bad unless it's the worst thing possible. Yeah, I know. How could you be complaining? How could you be complaining about police response when German police were locking up Jews and gay people?
I'm just gonna call you Palette, right? The aesthetic of a 16-year-old Billie Eilish fan is hilarious and so accurate. So accurate. Shout out to you. That was funny.
And socialists and Roma people and disabled people and putting them in concentration camps and killing them. Like, you don't have to compare everything to the worst fucking thing that has ever...
You don't have to compare everything to the fucking worst thing. Oh, he's such a whiny buck.
Sorry.
I completely agree with Hasan here. Something doesn't have to be the equivalent of Nazi Germany to still be considered bad. Hasan would follow this up by forgetting he ever said this and comparing everything to Nazi Germany.
Of course. There's so many things that have occurred throughout history that are objectively infinitely more violent than what
this is the same. This is the same day too. He's wearing the same shit. Wow, it's hilarious.
Students are doing that you agree with, fighting against Nazi Germany. Obviously, a ton of violence occurred there, and it was perfectly righteous and perfectly just.
Ben Shapiro thinks two-parent households would solve a lot of problems in society. Nazi Germany.
He's a fascist. Him bringing up Nazi Germany.
Here he looks like a gay vampire. I don't like it. / pedophile with a mustache. I hate this look too. Every time I see a new Hasan, it's like I see a new person that I instantly hate.
The moral regression is an awesome point.
Gay, slightly racist vampire. That's what I'm getting here.
Turn around and go, yeah, that's exactly the kind of moral regression you're advocating for in the United States of America when you want to have these, like,
actually his voice? Did his voice get more annoying, or am I tripping? Am I tripping? I feel like it's more whiny and pussy. Let me go back.
Exactly the kind of moral regression you're...
Ugh, shut the fuck up. Ugh. It like hurts my body.
Advocating for in the United States of America.
Ugh. He almost sounds like Nick Fuentes a little bit. Am I imagining this? Am I losing my mind?
When you want to have these, like, insane regressions on culture.
Students blockade and push back against the police. Nazi Germany.
They did a show of force. They said, no, this is a fascist police state, actually.
Yeah, his voice was more annoying there. Yeah,
one's anti-abortion.
I heard it.
Nazi Germany.
Very same government, your own local governments, for taking increasingly restrictive actions against those who want to make a medical decision, criminalizing abortion, criminalizing women's bodily autonomy in this country.
Yeah, what?
When they come for you in the exact same way, do not be shocked. There's a little poem.
Oh God.
About this from.
Please say a poem. Please say a poem. I will literally come.
Nazi Germany, as a matter of fact. Then they came for me.
Please.
And there was no one left to speak out for me.
Israel.
Damn it! I wanted to hear the whole fucking thing, Willie. God damn it.
With
dislike.
Every counter protester. Nazi Germany.
Everyone knows what a Nazi is. Okay.
Looking at one. Owned.
Okay. And yes, these counter protesters are Nazis.
Wow, that's crazy to call Jews Nazis is wild. that's wild. Who? Actually, I don't even like saying Jews, Jewish people. When I hear Jews, it's like when I hear blacks, it's just a little like, I'm not saying you're racist or anything like that, but my ears perk up, you know?
Israel is a Nazi
I'm on alert a little bit more.
State. Israel's actions are identical to the Nazi regime and the Nazi state.
He gets challenged on this and doubles down because
But I do say Mexicans, so that one doesn't bother me. You guys can say that one.
Does need to be Nazi Germany.
Identical is crazy. Is it?
Wow. Is it? Whoa. I've been talking so much shit. I haven't really been listening with this.
His clothes, whack his opinions, whack his head to body ratio, whack.
Facts, Lilith. Facts. We need that meme done. I haven't really been listening because he's so easy to tune on because he's so stupid. But wow, he's really saying that. He's even now he could be like, well, yeah, obviously I'm being a little hyperbolic, but he's doubling down on this. Wow, this is fucking crazy. This is crazy.
Fascism is the underpinning ideological movement that the Zionist ideology represents.
Wow.
Same as the Nazis. Is it that crazy? Is it that crazy? Think about that. Is it? This ain't.
Yes, bitch. Yes. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yes. It is crazy to call American Zionists Nazis. That is crazy as fuck. That is wild as fuck. You can disagree with them. You could say they're pro-genocide if you want, I guess. I mean, people will probably make arguments against that, but you know, I'm not super informed on this shit. I don't know all the things. It's a lot of history. But to say that they're identical to Nazis is crazy, Hasan. Yes. And this is why when I become Sun God, you will have... No, you're not going to have dummy internet, bro. You don't have time to be on the computer. You have ditches to dig. Minerals to mine. You're going to be so busy. We're going to put that body to work. Double diddy. You know what I mean?
2007 no more.
Dude, this guy's so based.
He interviewed a Houthi terrorist and promoted himself the entire time.
He's become more and more radical. He just keeps getting crazier and crazier. Day. This shit loco. And also, while I'm at it, fuck Frogan. I just wanted to say that one more time, just in case.
I DM'd
just in case she forgot.
Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean? Of course.
Bro, he's just a random Yemen guy. What do you mean? Bro, he's just a random guy from a country. You fucking bigots.
I'm a journalist, okay? This is journalism. Dude, this is fire. This is exciting. I'm excited.
It's fire.
Doing a little bit of real journalism, you know what I mean? Finally.
I agree with Hasan. This would be actual journalism.
This shit
but
fire,
the criticism comes from you not asking any real questions.
Of course
he
not.
just wanted to be friends with this guy, asking him about One Piece.
Does he know what One Piece is?
Fucking sucking his cock. Don't forget about that. He was fucking sucking his cock.
One Piece, like, is that an organization?
No, One Piece.
I forgot about that part. Oh, God. He's like, surely you can't be asking this stupid of a fucking question. And the fact that he had to explain it is so funny. No, I'm not asking about anything serious. I want to ask him if he watches this anime show so I can make him look cool and relatable.
This is an anime.
Luffy.
Luffy?
Yeah, he said he's been watching it since he was a kid.
Yeah.
No way!
Yeah.
Travman, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sensing sarcasm that all real questions involve anime and cheeseburgers, not political. You're probably a white male. So fuck you. And you probably hate everyone who is not white. Even though I am white. When I need to be. So fuck you.
That's sick. Yes. That's fire. That's so fire.
So fire.
He then says him and his entire community support what the Houthi are doing, which is attacking commercial vessels.
Dude, we think the Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do.
Who is we? That's all I need to know. Who is we, Hasan? I'm a little confused. He's flirting. He really is, though.
You should tell him that.
Hasan runs out of anime questions to ask this guy immediately.
They don't have any like he doesn't have any time to watch fucking anime and shit, so I don't know what else to ask about.
How about something relevant? That would be cool. So a viewer suggests a real question and Hasan shoots him down.
Okay, what else do I want to ask? What else do I want to ask? So like
literally anything.
I mean, he's
suspected to be a part of a terrorist organization. What are you going to ask him about, Hasan? Oh, I have no fucking idea.
Ask him if he would stop going on boats if Israel stops the genocide. I mean, yeah, he's going to say yes, chat. What are you talking about? Those are like dumbass questions. Has he ever had like Western food?
How is that a better question? It is the biggest glaze session I've ever
Fuck you, you're white.
seen.
What does he have to say to dumbasses?
Just kidding. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, bro.
Consider him to be a terrorist. What does he think about that? Ask him that question. I just banned one of those stupid f***ers in the chat just now.
Yeah, what the fuck?
She says, who are they?
Just fucking dumbasses.
Wow, this is so impartial. I made a whole video addressing how historically terrible this video is, even by Hasan's standards. Feel free to check it out. But the point is, he was really proud of it, comparing his anime questions to legitimate journalists who provided alternative perspectives.
It's kind of like the state's narrative is threatened by the humanization of Arabs. Yes, 100%. Journalists sat down with actual ISIS members for interviews. The f are people talking about? Exactly. There's no way that you can say that that is not appropriate. Okay, that's what the media does. You can interview whoever the f you want.
Yes.
Okay.
No, except when they disagree with you, Hasan. Because let's remember, you lefties, anytime Destiny would talk to Sneeko, you'd be all in his ass. Why are you giving him a platform? Why are you giving that Nazi Nick Fuentes a platform? All you're doing is you're converting people to Nazis day by day. So let's not forget about that angle, because you do be saying that gay shit. So let's remember.
The idea that you can't do that is ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
So that's... that is just journalism. People have literally interviewed Osama bin Laden. Okay?
People are not mad that you interviewed him. It's how you did it. Hasan would get so much pushback for this, he'd revert to the Hasan classic, imply that everyone's racist.
The problem is not that you interviewed him, it's how you interviewed him. Gave me chicken and waffles with the Nazi vibes. That's great. That's a great question, or that's a great point to raise here. Except...
Is he going to take accountability and say, hey, guys, you know what, you're right. I'll do better next time? Is that what he's going to do? Is that what's going to happen on this next episode of Dragon Ball Z? I doubt it.
This person is not a Nazi in the United States of America. He's not a Nazi in Yemen either. You are suspecting him of being that because you're primed into assuming that this 19-year-old is...
Love how he brings up the age like that's relevant at all, but got it.
Straight up a Nazi. He's giving you Nazi vibes, I guess.
Yeah, bro, I wonder why.
I can't do anything to help you sort out your own internal biases.
Oh my god, the fucking irony of that statement. Let's just go back just one more time just for Frogan. We just have to, the irony of that sentence. Wow.
Yes.
Bone chilling.
Yeah, bro, I wonder why.
I can't do anything to help you sort out your own internal biases.
Remember like 20 minutes ago where this guy said the best way to handle like foreign affairs with America is to be biased, is to go against the Western forces? Remember when he said that like 20 minutes ago? Yeah, me too.
Makes you feel like this is not a good thing, this is a bad thing.
He's part of an organization whose flag says death to Israel, death to the United States, a curse upon the Jews. Hasan's gotten so much heat for this, he's now rewriting history, acting like the guy was never a Houthi.
I had a random teenager from Yemen.
Oh my god, he's such a bitch.
On this broadcast, and these dipshits literally kept saying he's an anti-Semitic, homophobic, gay people executing terrorist Houthi who killed probably a bunch of fucking sailors.
Nobody said that. God, dude. This guy sucks. FD, where are you at now, huh, buddy? You didn't pop into this stream, did you? I fucking wonder why. Mr. Principled? Really? This guy fucking blows. Holy shit, man. This is an impressive amount of douchebaggery. This is impressive. To be this much of a piece of shit is impressive. Like, I didn't know this was possible. I did not know this was possible. And you're able to maintain any amount of friendships at all. At all. How? Go back and watch the FD stream. It's on my channel. The last thing I posted. It's toward the end, kind of.
Random fucking Yemeni teenager who, in the interview, said
it's
he's
not my fault. It's not my fault. Thank you so much, Nicole. I appreciate you. It's not my fault. It's them. I ain't do it. It's not fair. That's his whole vibe. It's not fair. It's so hard. It's not fair. Ugh. My God. Ugh. Why? Like, I can't believe this dude had a dad. I can't believe him and Sneeko both had dads. That's crazy. Where were their dads? Did they walk in on their dad? Just like maybe they like saw maybe something scarred them. You know, usually you're supposed to look up to that. Maybe they saw their dad get the shit beat out of them or something that like scarred them. That had to have happened, right? Because this just doesn't make sense.
Not anti-Semitic, that he's all totally on board with anti-Zionist Jews, which was shocking for him to even learn about.
Hasan, if he thinks all Jews are Zionists and he didn't know that others existed, doesn't that mean he hates all Jews?
Not a militant, and literally said he wasn't.
It says a curse upon the Jews. It doesn't say a curse upon the Zionists.
He was not Houthi.
He didn't say he wasn't part of the Houthi. He was very vague because he's clearly been media trained, which Hasan pointed out.
As far as the Ansar Allah militancy goes, like as far as the standing military goes, like
make it big. Is that the one where he's outside? Is that the one where Sneako's outside talking to that white guy? I haven't seen it, but I've seen the thumbnail.
Is allowed to speak on this. I don't know if he's like actually a part of the groups at all, or just like simply a TikToker. You know what I mean? I don't know how to ask that in the best way possible, though.
Yeah, I feel like we can ask it pretty directly. His answer is he's a Yemeni who stands with Palestine.
There you go.
Okay.
He says that he's not Shiite or Sunni. He's just a Yemeni Muslim.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. I mean, I don't know. I feel like he's very media trained, surprisingly, but okay.
It's not surprising at all because he's not some random Yemeni teenager.
No shit.
Pointed out that Hasan marketed it as talking to a Houthi.
Didn't you brand it as him being a Houthi interview, though? Brother.
Oh, God.
I didn't know anything about him.
I hate this dude, bro. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. I'm done. Willie, excellent video, but I have to tap out. I'm kidding. Obviously, we're going to finish it, but I don't know how this dude is such a bitch. He's got to be like the whiniest pussy to ever exist, right? Like, he has to be. Is there anybody that is less likable on the internet? That is as big as he is? No, Diddy. I have genuine concerns.
And that is the reason why I asked them questions in that process.
Oh, bro, I didn't even know who he was. He just came on stream. It was so random. I wasn't even there. I literally wasn't even there. Like, come on. What the fuck? You want me to take accountability for an interview that I set up and planned and did? The fuck is wrong with you? What are you, a piece of shit? Don't you know that it's not my fault and you did it too? Come on, idiot.
Many people did not actually watch the interview and they
Kardashians
simply made
exist?
assertions.
Bro, you
actually no. Honestly, I think Kim Kardashian is better than Hasan. Yeah, I do.
Interview. I didn't know it was possible to rewrite your own history after only 2 months. This has to be a new record. George Orwell would be impressed.
Close your fucking mouth. You're just really fucking dense. If you hate me while you talking, you don't make no fucking sense.
Hasan's community is so insane that they're even sick of him. They go after him for the smallest things.
I'm sorry, I forgot to say you need to stop drinking Coke Zero on stream.
Why?
Boycott.
Wait, is it?
You're preaching pro-Palestine and you're drinking all this boycott stuff. Please,
Hasan.
Do it off stream. Please.
Okay, I'll put it in.
She's like, please, just pretend to care, Hasan. And he's like, sure, that's my whole grift.
Right?
Is Pepsi okay?
No.
No.
I didn't know. I didn't know it was like that. I'm trying to stop him. He's an animal.
Oh, she doesn't understand humor. She's a batshit crazy. No, you haven't. Okay, I'm not gonna do the accent, but yeah.
And I watched him on stream during COVID.
Yeah.
This is the point where you're like, hey, crazy lady, I'm being sarcastic. This is sarcasm. This is how humans speak. Maybe, I know she's outside, but step outside and look outside and realize that, you know, this is reality. We are not in the Matrix. This is not a video game. This is not a simulation. This is not VR. This is not Chat GPT.
You get to say no.
Hasan's annoyed here, but he created this. A good example of how is a guy in his community was complaining about getting bullied at school. Someone said, we need a better slur against white people because cracker doesn't hit hard enough. And Miles—
True. I will say in middle school, it would have helped. It would have helped. All right. I needed a little bit more ammo. I just had to. But this is the thing. When you're the only one of the few black kids with a bunch of mean whites and white adjacents, they're going to come after you for the racial shit. But this is why I learned to be a cutthroat motherfucker. And I'm like, all right, you want to come after me for that? Well, I'm just going to learn your insecurities instantly and break you the fuck down and make you hate yourself. And that's how I got skills. So actually, you guys don't get slurs. Keep that. That's better. That's better for us.
Replies, Dad,
we'll just go straight for the fucking throat. No diddy. You know what I mean?
I guess me growing up in my poor neighborhood / family and experiencing people f***ing with me for being white for a lot of years and getting jumped multiple times means nothing. Great. Hasan replies, anti-white racism is entirely victimhood.
Obviously, dumbass.
It's
Hasan,
like,
get him, king.
Like how Zion is crying that people are mad at them for defending Israel's actions.
Exactly the same thing. Identical.
It's perceived victimhood. No
perceived victimhood. All those ass beatings you got because of your race, that is perceived. It's not even real. Bro, those fucking bruises, that shit was AI, bitch. You're such a little pussy. Like, oh my god, I can't believe you white people. Oh, I got attacked. I got beat up. Shut up, dude. It's not even real. Your scars aren't real? Stop being a bitch.
Complaining that you were slighted at a gay bar for being a heterosexual.
Get him, Hasan. Get him.
If you're getting jumped and called slurs, that's a little bit more than just being slighted, right? Miles responds.
Wait. Let's go back, because I was talking. He said, it's this no different than complaining that you were slighted at a gay bar for being a heterosexual. That's the same as getting your ass beat? Really? No different than complaining that you were slighted at a gay bar for being a heterosexual. This is why my grandparents hate immigration. And they're wrong, but I see where the logic comes from. All I'm saying.
If you're getting jumped and called slurs, that's a little bit more than just being slighted, right?
No,
Miles
it's not.
Responds, am I just a stupid victim when I say that I don't like getting jumped for being a white 14-year-old at my high school? I got shit for the color of my skin almost every day. Hasan
What is his response?
shows no sympathy. Dude got bullied in high school and thinks that reverse racism is real. Can't make this up. My man.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Gulag. It's like, bro, why the fuck are you in this space if you have no intention of, like, actually listening to people, hearing them out, having genuine conversations?
Coca-Cola have a bottling plant in Gaza.
That scared the fuck out of me. And if that's real, that is interesting. But, like, why do you do this? Well, clearly he just does it for validation and money. He has no intention of changing anything for the better. Everything is self-serving. He's a complete piece of shit. But it's like, why even respond to... Well, okay. I was going to say why respond to this comment, but so he can get the fucking dunk on the fucking racist dude, and then the fucking crazy people high-five him. That's why. Okay, I'm answering my own questions. I say all this to say, fuck you, Hasan, you suck all the dicks. And again, not in a good way. Well, let's continue.
Man thinks racial discrimination is simply mean words that hurts my feelings, and not an entire system designed to keep a whole ass group subjected. And the mean words are secondary to the perceived grievance. It's a fundamental misunderstanding of racism in the way that we conceptualize it. How's this dude ever accuse anyone else of being a debate pedophile when he's saying stuff like this?
Right?
This poor guy's just like, yeah, I don't think we should promote using slurs, and Hasan's response is, ever hear of systemic racism? The entire Discord would dump.
Ever heard of a critical race theory, bitch? A thing I know nothing about.
On this guy. You gotta love the logic of these people. This guy getting bullied for his race isn't racism. You guys have to hang out with regular people. It's no wonder
For real though. But the thing is, regular people would hate this guy, because how could you not? How could you be a regular person who's like non-political, watch like any Willie Mack video on Hasan and be like, oh, hang out with that guy. He seems normal. He seems totally cool. And then as soon as he asks me about fucking Israel, Palestine, and I say, I don't know, and then he calls me a racist, piece of shit Nazi, yeah, I probably don't want to hang out with that guy for very long. You know what I mean?
Sitting there crying, wondering why all
but that's just me.
The normies left. His viewership falls off when he's not talking about politics, and it's gotten to Hasan venting in Discord. I don't know, this was a space to convert normies to our politics and people who could enjoy and many of you became like weirdos who don't see that as an important part of the project because you associate leftism with being an annoying douchebag who hates fun.
I wonder why.
Hate how much people literally despise any kind of fun content. We killed all the normies. Everyone is brain broken and only wants politics. I hate what my community is becoming. I'm done. I hate this job. I'm not streaming today. Well deserved.
God, I wish that was true. Please just quit. Just quit. Hasan, if you're watching this, by some miracle you're watching this, all right? If you quit, right, and you leave this space, I will talk to all the commentary people. I will do everything in my power, and I will say, hey, look, we will all take down our videos on you, and we will never speak your name again. I bet you I can even get Destiny on board. I promise. There will be no more hate, but you have to get off of the internet. You have to delete your Twitch. We will make a GoFundMe to make sure you can keep living your lavish lifestyle. I promise you. But just do it for the betterment of mankind. Please, you have to delete the Twitter. You have to delete the Twitch. You have to delete the YouTube. And we will delete everything as well. It'll be a clean slate. All right? It'll be a ceasefire. A ceasefire. No, actually, we will just end the war. The war will be over. But you can never come back to the internet. You have to leave. You are banished. You ever seen The Lion King? This is just like that. Except you don't come back and win in the end or whatever. However it ended. Yeah. Come on, Hasan, what do we think? You can DM me privately. You don't even have to say it. You can just walk away. Kahmal was taken. That's my Instagram. Just reach out. I will do everything in my power. Everything in my power to make that happen. I promise you, I won't use it against you. Please, for the sake of mankind, just walk away. I know that people are hurting your feelings and you're a little pussy. So just, why are you doing this to yourself? Your career is dying. You're making less and less money. People keep humiliating you publicly every single hour. You just keep getting owned. You're losing. Just walk away. Why are you doing this to yourself? Nobody's winning. Frogan, she hasn't even gotten her numbers up yet. She's going to win the up-and-coming award for the 3rd year in a row. Things are getting embarrassing, my friend. Just please. From one human being to another, take the offer. All I'm saying. Please, just think about it. Think about it. I think it could be life-changing.
You did it to yourself.
Hey,
Another thing I find funny is Hasan will make it a point to mock Destiny for doing research.
This is your rock. You wouldn't take that? You wouldn't take that. Are you for real? Come on, man.
Reading to scour talking points and still got owned. I find that to be hilarious. That my man did hours and hours of reading. Think that's cool still. On stream and
why did he put reading in quotes? He's literally reading this shit out loud. I don't get that. Like What do I like, bro? I don't get it. I don't get it. Hasan fans, please tell me. You guys know. Well, you guys think. I'm uninformed, right? So like when I say, hey, this guy's a dumb fuck, he got all of his information from Wikipedia, and then he's like, hey, here's a fucking here's all the streams of me not just reading Wikipedia, and I'm reading everything out loud, and I've been doing this for weeks. Here it is. And then he says, reading, in quotes. What does that mean to you? How do you take that? What do you think he means? When you're like LOL in the chat when he says that, what is going through your head? I'm so confused. I genuinely don't get it. I'm like, what are they thinking? What are they like? They're like, get him, Hasan. He is reading. It's like, what the fuck? What do you mean? But it's right there though. You can see it. It's right in your face. He's reading it out loud. It's right. It's public. You can click on the video and just watch it. It's literally right there. I don't get it. It's so fucking crazy. Holy shit, these people need a fucking asylum. Insane asylum.
Is a one genocide defender and two did a phenomenally bad job.
Bro, if you're so knowledgeable, then talk to him.
Right?
Engage with his points. Right? He just does the classic Hasan and calls him pro-genocide. It doesn't even mean anything anymore.
Yeah, the G in DGG stands for deranged genocide gnome.
Dab. Dab on his ass.
They love it. They love it so much. You're like, ooh. The funniest part about this is that if Destiny wasn't a pro-genocide streamer, they would literally not be either. That's how easily manipulated they are. That's the funniest part.
You know what he's really saying? These are the people that don't like me. They make fun of me. They used to like me, but then they realize that I'm a fucking retard, and they just make fun of me now. Fuck these people. They're racist. It's not fair. It's not fair. Them too. It wasn't me. It's not fair. That's all you say. That's all you say. That's it. You're so gross. You're such a sad fuck. Walk away. Take the offer. Take the offer. How much should we offer him? 20K a month? How much do you spend? How much money do you need? 50K a month? 50K a month for 15 years. Did I say 50? How much did I just say? Did I say 50 or 15? That's the offer. We can get that money from somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe Kick. They seem to be giving everyone money for some reason. Just take it. Just take it. You don't like this. You don't like your fans, Hasan. Let's be real. You gonna hang out with the fucking Coca-Cola bitch? These are the people that watch you. You hate them too. Why are you pretending to talk to these people on your camera in your room? You know you fucking hate them. You know you hate them. You view your fans as disgusting fucks. Walk away. Why are you doing this to yourself? Why? You don't need this. You don't need this stress. We all know you can't handle it. You're probably taking fucking pills to sleep because you're an anxious little pussy boy. So, what's the point? Just walk away. Just walk away and we will never speak your name again. I promise you. I promise you. Just walk away, my friend.
I promise you. If tomorrow he just decided, yeah, this Israel shit has actually gone too far. I'm actually anti-Israel now. Like 95%. The rest of the community, the diehards, would absolutely turn around.
Of course, you know that to be sure. Yes, if you could say something for months and months and have research to come up with a viewpoint and then immediately change that for no real reason, no one's gonna say anything. 95% of people who are along with you on that fucking research journey, they're gonna have no questions. They're gonna be totally for it. That makes so much sense. Hasan, please take the offer. Take the offer. 15,000 a month, 10 years. Come on, that's a lot of money.
Start advocating for the argument.
Never work again a day in your life.
Because they don't have a dog in the fight. They don't have a stake in the fight. They just like shit up.
Bro, you don't have a dog in this fight. He acts like he lives in Gaza and is less privileged than anyone else giving their opinion in the West. You're not. Someone asked why Hasan doesn't just try to convince people instead of demonizing them, and Hasan's brain just melts.
No. Why the fuck would you ask him some stupid bullshit like that, Willie Mack? What are you, a fucking idiot? The fuck is wrong with you?
You be trying to convince these people of the right thing instead of ostracizing them? Man, suck my fucking dick, dumb.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking get him, King.
These people are fucking brain broken. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Hell yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Hasan can't engage with any of Destiny's points. He refuses to debate him on Piers, so now he's reverted to Leafy-style insults. Wow, you're so old.
He's 40 years old. Pushing 40.
How old is this guy again? Like 35, 40?
That's what happens when you're a fucking whole-ass 40-year-old.
I swear to God, this guy's a net negative to the Palestinian cause. In the past, I criticized Hasan for laughing at a cop for getting shot.
Oh, watch out, watch out.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Watch out! Are you okay?
No, you shot me!
Hasan is an empath, and he's only laughing because she was a pig. So, totally for it. Makes sense. Willie, stop. Nice try, buddy. God, that fucking laugh is truly horrifying. God damn. Like, honestly, like, hearing a woman just scream in pain like that and you're laughing is really scary. It's like, wow, that's fucking crazy. Like, if she had just killed an innocent person, sure, fuck her. You know what I mean? But, like, as far as you know, she could be a really nice lady. Even if you disagree with policing, fine. But, like, to laugh at her while she's screaming in pain like that is really fucking sadistic, like, honestly. Look at that, like, wow. That is some fucked up shit, even for me. Like, damn. Smacking the fucking table, he can't get enough.
Finally responded to it, doubling down. No remorse, no surprise. Remember, this guy's a humanitarian.
Watch out!
Oh, people also, fuck. How do I raid people? Oh, fuck. Do I have to do the thing Lonerbox did when raiding people? Is there anybody I can raid? Because we're probably gonna end this bitch. I gotta work on this next fucking video.
Are you okay?
No, you shot me!
Oh, God! Are you...
But we'll be back. We'll be back.
What the fuck? Still good. Still good. Wow. Yo, that still bangs, dude. Yo, that's funny as
Hasan loves to push the narrative to his audience that all criticism made towards him is invalid because I'm a drama.
We're not making any more FD videos.
Farmer. Link them to this timestamp.
It's actually about Drake.
Farm you for entirely new mistakes you make month after month, whether it's misreporting a hospital bombing.
Israeli military said it did not have any details on the reported bombing. Fuck you. Fuck you, dude. Why are you... It's ridiculous. Like, oh, Hamas run health ministry. Well, you know how they are. You know how those dirty Arabs are. They lie all the time. You know what I mean? They're probably lying again.
Acting like a JDAMS expert.
So that is a JDAM called on.
This is one where it was a literal video game,
Do you think that seems similar? You have no evidence. Stop concluding. What is this? What am I looking at? What am I looking at with my own two eyes?
He has so many fuck-ups I can't keep track.
What are you looking at? I have no evidence? Don't believe your fuck... What do you mean? Does that strike you as a fucking misfire?
Framing a kid who was...
I don't know, bitch. I don't know. I'm not in the militaries. And I have the awareness to know that.
Stabbing is someone who was randomly kidnapped.
13-year-old is innocent, man. Fucking ridiculous.
But if you just take 2 seconds and Google his name, you'll see that he was running around holding knives with his 15-year-old cousin. His cousin stabbed a 13-year-old Israeli boy and another 21-year-old, glorifying Houthi terrorists by saying they're just like anime pirates.
We think the Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do. You should tell him that.
Reading tweets is factual-based news, and then when the full story comes out, he gets mad, discrediting it based on nothing. He's done this for years. In every video I made on him, there's something new. Him crying about getting farmed is a massive self-report. The fact that this many videos is even possible to make on him is embarrassing. At the end of the day, it doesn't really feel like I'm farming him at all. It feels like I'm picking necessary weeds. These criticisms...
No, he is. He definitely is.
have nothing to do with politics and everything to do with principle. You see, it doesn't matter if you're a libtard or a repubtard, because we could all come together in knowing that Hasan is just a retard. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Subscribe to the channel, and remember to check out
Shout out Willie Mac. Appreciate you. Great video. 52 minutes. Felt like 30. Oh, all right, guys. I appreciate you. I don't know how many people we had on today, but it seemed like a lot. Lonerbox, I really appreciate the raid, bro. You're a real one. And I'm pretty sure FD hated on you in that debate. He was wrong. Fuck that guy, all right? You're a winner. He's a loser. Remember that.